What's up guys, it's Nathan back with some awesome hidden gems buried within Gamepass. Before I started this video, I asked around for some underrated titles and the feedback was positively overwhelming. Thanks to you guys, I found some amazing games to showcase for you today. If you want a feature in the next video, let us know what hidden gems I need to play in the comments below. First up we have Gato Roboto. Gato Roboto plays like a classic Metroidvania where you play as a small kitten in a mech suit. While in this suit you have everything you've come to expect like rapid fire and stronger missiles that have a cooldown, but like every game in this genre you'll gain upgrades too. It's these upgrades that will let you access areas you couldn't before, such as invincibility dashes to go through several things, or extend your airtime to reach other platforms. My personal favourite must be the double jump that lets you bounce off other enemies. I'm sure you can already see inspirations from other titles, and that's what Gato Roboto does best. It ties all these games together in a neat little package. The platforming, exploring and juggling enemies in the air while shooting them is insanely fun. Throwing a few boss encounters that introduce new situations to mix it up a bit. But what is it that separates this from other games? Well, at times you'll have to get out your suit and play as the kitten. Being able to climb walls, fit into small gaps and even diving into water. I especially enjoy puzzles that needed both the mech and the cat to progress on. The difference in gameplay is a welcome addition. Finding different ways to regain your mech is also challenging with the kitten dying in just a single hit. What might split opinions is the game is around 7 hours long with an extra 2 to 100% it. It makes it a lot linear compared to the likes of Metroid and Castlevania. For me, it strikes the perfect balance between length and optional side quests without feeling overwhelmed. To help you find collectibles like set tapes and upgrades to increase your health, you have a reliable map to help you to see areas you've yet to discover. The set tapes aren't just for fun, you can trade them in for even more gear to add to your arsenal. The easiest takeaway is the art style. It only took me around 5 minutes to fall in love. It comes down to your preference, but black and white Game Boy style was a game changer. Okay, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I love side-scrolling beat 'em ups and fighting games. That's why I'm excited to talk about River City Girls, developed by WayForward but was overseen by Arc System Works. For those that are unfamiliar, Arc System is heavily respected in the fighting game genre with the likes of Guilty Gear, known for its stunning visuals, amazing soundtrack and high level fighting mechanics, so it should come as no surprise that this fits in seamlessly with an arcade beat 'em up. The combat starts off slow with just a few moves at your disposal. For every enemy you beat they will drop money for you to splash out and numerous things like attacks and power ups. The more you attain, the more fun it gets with meaty combos. There's two main characters to choose from, Kyoto and Misako, both playing completely different to one another, and of course you can play the whole game in co-op, which helps out with the difficulty. This game is pretty challenging at times and I died way more than I'd like to admit, especially when it comes to the boss fights. Every boss seems to have a new gimmick you'll need to learn and adapt to, finding a pattern and waiting for the right moment to attack, but if it turns out to be too hard, fear not. This game isn't based around levels, instead it's an open world hub you can explore and more importantly beating up foes to level up your characters. You've probably already guessed it, but this game is also an RPG. I know this won't be for everyone, but it scratches that spot for me, having the option to go and grind for extra money and XP. The story and design is equally just as impressive. I'm always a fan of the pixelated style, but what stands out is the choice of bright colours that help the background and areas pop. Now in terms of story, they use different approaches to tell it, with flat out anime cutscenes, even comic manga strips with voice acting talking over it. It's drawing these cutscenes, its humour and one-liners leave quite the atmosphere.
Girls, please take your seats.
No, you take them!
Jurassic World Evolution made a dream come true. The thought of creating the best dinosaur park is something I wanted for years. What could possibly go wrong, right? Well, it turns out a lot actually. You'll come to realise these dinosaurs can be absolute divas when you want to be, and make you question your love for them over the value of money. At the end of the day folks, this is a business. The concept is simple. build enough attractions to make people visit your park. Best and fastest ways to gain as many different dinosaurs as possible. And there's a long list of dinosaurs in this game. Like I mentioned before, gaining more dinosaurs is one thing, but maintaining their every need and keeping them happy is a different story. Just a few examples, Flosswatchers like to be kept in a pack of 3 to 4, while Brontosauruses like to be kept in a forest ecosystem with many trees and water. Failing to do so can result in a financial lawsuit mess. I mean, a horrific tragedy to all the friends and family, of course. To anyone who's played the Tycoon rollercoaster games, it's the same concept, although it's not as in depth as them games, but the compromise is the license to the movies, and they pull it off well. If you've seen at least one of the films, you already have a good idea where to start. Invest in a fossil center to send out a team to extract enough dino DNA to create one in the lab. This is also complemented by the return of Jeff Goldblum himself, playing the role of his on-screen character.
Now we reach the inevitable. Life begets death. But here's the question that you got to ask yourself. Was this avoidable? The answer? Of course not. Death, it's always coming.
Once your park gets bigger, so does your list of jobs to do. A lot of this comes in form of the 3 factions, science, entertainment and security. I naturally gravitated towards science at first, improving DNA resources, but surprisingly enjoyed the entertainment side of things more, while my security remained poor. Each faction gives you contracts to complete in that category. The more you complete, you'll level up in that department, unlocking even more buildings. Easily put around 50 hours into the game and I still find myself going back to it. After careful consideration, I've decided you should endorse your own park too. And there we have it guys, 3 hidden gems I thought you should check out. If you have any other games you want to suggest, please let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy this kind of content, why not check out my other hidden gem video with 3 other games I think you should check out too. I've been Nathan and I'll see you in the next video. GG guys.